Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the DCUO Sourcecast. I am, of course, Trex, and alongside me this evening, we have Super Patriot.
What's up, everybody? How y'all doing?
And we have Brittany.
Hi.
Tonight, we will not be having Trick Tracked. It was announced over Twitter a while ago, actually. He actually left the game. It might be a little hiatus. He might be coming back. I'm not really sure. I'll, of course, talk to him, but he's out sick right now. But at the same time, Trick, if you are out there, enjoy the hell out of your Friday night. I miss my Friday nights. I don't know what they look like anymore. I just don't. So tonight we're going to be talking about episode 20 that was released this past Wednesday, and we're also going to be talking about all the cool announcements that happened on Monday. Thank you, Greg Miller. Thank you, Colin. And I have to say, I love the fact that Colin's last name is Moriarty, because that's like my guy in the Sherlock Holmes stuff. Moriarty is a shit. So Colin has an awesome last name. But as usual, let's find out how everyone's week was. Soups, how have you been?
Not too bad. Not too bad. Been playing the game. Carrying crappy heels through Blackest Night. Hi, Crappy. I see you in the chat. Some rough moments on the forums past week or so, but I don't know. I think the forum issues with the forums, I think is something we need to talk about here because later though. But
Okay.
Not now.
Not now. Okay. All right.
No, but yeah, not too bad. Not too bad.
So Brett, how have you been?
Pretty good. This week was kind of a lot going on with work, but also just really tired this week. So I'm glad it's Friday and hopefully get some sleep tomorrow. But yeah, I've been kind of doing the same as Super Patriot.
Wait, you didn't get enough sleep last week while we were doing the show?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, how's that now?
Dude, no.
No, I saw your tweet.
I even set my alarm. You don't understand. I set my alarm to go off before the show to see if, like, when I woke up, see if I was like better because my head was just killing me. But no, I slept right through that thing.
I figured you did.
I think I woke up at like 8 o'clock.
She tweeted out at like midnight. She tweeted out like midnight my time. She's like, I guess laying down to take a short nap to feel better turned into 6 hours of sleep. You know, I was like, Jesus.
It is hard for me to take a short nap. Like, I've tried, and I generally just end up sleeping.
There's no such thing as a short nap. No,
I can't do it. Like, no. I don't know how people lay down for 10, 15 minutes and then are like, oh, I'm good to go. Like, wait, what?
Those quick cat naps and everything. Yeah, there's no. I hibernate. I hibernate when I nap. I'll lay down. I was going to take a nap for about an hour or so and all that. 5 hours later, I'm like, oh, shit, dinner.
Yeah, I don't do the short nap thing. Mine's a minimum of 4 hours, but...
I mean, seriously, thank God my kids are grown, man, because if my kids were, like, little... With I'd have crayons all over the walls. And
oh my gosh!
Crayon all over the walls and everything. It's like, not that they didn't get away with that occasionally when their mother was around still, and they were little. I'd come home from work. She's crashed out on the couch, and there's my daughter with like those big, thick black crayons on a white wall. Hi,
oh my gosh!
What are you doing?
Damn.
But
I would say in-game has been good too. So
yeah. So how's survival mode been for you?
It's been all right. I don't know. Like, we've been doing it and we've not been doing it. Like, we haven't been like grinding it out, but that's okay because for some reason, like, we've been able to progress even without the grind. So I guess I don't know if it's been lucky or what, but it's not bad. I'm really sad though about that change to the pets. So that makes me cry.
So what's the change to the pets? Because I didn't see like any hotfix.
It's in the test notes, the test update.
Oh, it's in test.
For
I didn't look.
Yeah. Yeah. So there are certain SM pets, the Trigon pets, where you can summon multiples of the same one. And I guess people were summoning them because you can summon them in combat and using it to clip. I have a pet that does that, but as a tank, I can't sit there and just continue to clip and summon pets. So I wasn't doing that, but apparently that's a thing. But you can have like a little minion army after you because you can summon like 7 or 8 pets. So it's so freaking cool. But apparently you're not supposed to be doing that. So I'm very sad. It's kidding. But not all the pets can do it. Only certain SM pets can, or Trigon SM pets can. So no more minion army anymore. Yeah. I'm very sad.
Poor. What pets do you have?
So how was your week,
so
Trex? Oh, you don't want to get into that, Trex.
Oh,
you don't want to.
Oh, that's right. I've seen the messages. Yeah, you're right. I don't want to get into that.
I have 2 of the same pets, and I've got the same damn pets every single round, every pet round. That is why I only have 2 stupid pets.
You know, pets have feelings. It's not nice to call them stupid.
And she's holding a red cat hostage right now until she gets a different pet.
I am. I really just want to delete the red cat to make me feel better.
That has no power over me. I can't go. Meps, please, for the love of God, give her another pet. Talk to RN Jesus. Give her another pet so the cat doesn't die.
Trex, if I'm the ones being held for responsible for breaking and fixing PvP, all right, you can be the one being held responsible for Brittany getting a different pet.
You know, if I ran survival mode more than I do now, I would live with that. But that's not the case because I still have not run it. And you know why? Because I'm waiting for crossplay.
But that's okay. I can still hold you responsible. And deleting that pet might make me feel better. It might not, but I can try.
Oh, man. I can't wait till crossplay. Britt.
I can't wait either.
Crossplay. Trex is solo tanking Blackest Night.
I hate you. Wait a minute. I did solo tank it. I mean, we had someone switch the tank during, like, the first boss, but, I mean, I solo tanked it, and also the Necron fight, we had someone switch to deep tank as well. But, yeah, I solo tanked it.
That doesn't count. No, you're solo tanking the whole thing.
Oh,
boss fights included.
Dude, no.
Yeah.
Solomon Grundy can suck it. No. And that's who I had to tank. I had to take Solomon. And I'm like, yeah, I got this. Don't worry. Just jumps all over the place. Hey, dead man, get back here. Suck ass. But yeah, my week has been okay as well. I did get to run Blackest Night on Monday, which was really... It was fun. It took us about the 2 hours, but we didn't beat Necron. We gave it the college try, though. And especially for me being the first time in, and also as a rage tank, it was a bit difficult. I mean, I got to tank Blackhand, and I'm like, yeah, great. He's actually kind of hurting me a bit. Thank you, healers. I love my healers. But then once the ads came out, I'm like, oh, I can shine. Thank God I can live now. Because Rage Tank 1v1s, they do not work. They just do not. But I was pretty happy.
Wait, did you say you beat it, or
We didn't. We did not beat it.
Oh, okay. I was going to ask if you got the chest then.
And this is what sucks, because we got Necron down twice out of our, I think, 4 attempts. Twice we got Necron. We actually got to the Necron fight, and he was down to below 25%, and we kept wiping at that point. And that was really because of the black pancakes. Now, I only died from them maybe once, and that was also because I actually got knocked into one as well. But at that point, once the 25% and more of the black pancakes came down, it was just everyone dying at the same time. Whether they just weren't moving or whatever. It was just hectic.
Did they know that there's a tell for that? Like, who has it?
Is it that black cloud that follows you?
No, like Necron will point at you and then put like a
black beam.
There's an anime. Yeah, but then there's like a little. Yeah, and it'll put like, it looks like a dot. It's not a dot though, but just looks like someone were to put chompers on you or something like that.
Okay.
or like the bloodlust animation, like it'll show on you. So you could, before the pancake actually spawns, so you could run all the way to the back with it, have it spawn back there, and then run back.
I can tell you now, no one did that.
Okay. Well, I have seen though people get that. They're like, no, don't go and pick that person up. They go for like a res. The pancake spawns underneath them, and so we're out 2 people. It's like, oh my god.
Well, see, sometimes too, those pancakes are not showing up.
I haven't run into that yet. I know that people have been
several
experiencing
times.
that.
Crappy's been in the group with me. Crappy Hills has been in the group with me where we've like, man, where that guy, that person's with the pancake. Get out! No! It's like, all of a sudden, like 3 or 4 people that went to go get the pickup die, and you're like, no.
I haven't seen that yet, but
and Brittany, this is why I asked as well. This is why I asked in our chat because one of those runs we had the black pancake in midair. And I'm just like, and because of how my camera angle is, I couldn't tell if I was in it, under it. I'm like, do I still get hurt if I'm under it? Because I couldn't tell, because one rage is going all over the place, so I'm getting healed. So I really couldn't tell. So I was like, this fucking flyers, man, just putting pancakes all over the place up top. Can't tell this stuff. But I mean, all in all, going through it all was amazing. Even if we didn't, even though I didn't beat it, I enjoyed the hell out of it, and I can't wait to go back in. Can't wait to go back in. But and also with the Blackest Night, I want to make sure I get this. The teleport. Now we did this Monday. We did this Monday night, and there was a hotfix that was dated for Monday that the teleporting to that Necron teleporting does in phase 1 will be faster. The Ravagers or Slayers, the Black Lantern Slayers, would not be in the fight. I was fighting Monday night. I saw the Slayers. The Slayers was on me. So, I guess maybe now I guess it was actually should have been dated January 12th. Hotfix, I guess. Because it happened Monday night. I saw everything that the hotfix was supposed to fix. I saw it Monday. So I guess it was dated wrong. So, I mean, have you ran it since Monday? And have you seen anything like the Slayers or the teleporting faster?
No, we never got Slayers in ours, even before the hotfix. So, like, that's another issue that we didn't run into. We just must have gotten lucky, but... I
mean, I'm not saying that Slayers, like, destroyed our group, but I didn't even really care. I was... Cursed One was in our group, and he gave some great instructions, and it was telling us, get the Slayers need to die first in that little ad group. I'm like, okay, I can handle that. And then I looked in that hotfix. I'm like, well, that was supposed to be fixed, but it wasn't. Huh, oh well.
Yeah, I haven't seen any Slayers since the hotfix, but...
And another question, with the teleporting. The teleporting happens when one of our Lantern allies die, right? So if, like, Sinestro drops, that's when Necron's going to teleport?
I don't think so. Because we've had it where none of them have, like, died right off the bat, and we still got teleported. So it's possible it could happen, or I don't know.
I think he's right. I think because we ran it last night, and I was noticing that when he turns and he kills one of the lanterns, and then he'll turn and he'll teleport somebody. And then you go back and he's fighting the tank and all that. And then he turn and he kill one of the lanterns, and then he turn and he teleport somebody. So,
because I will concur with what the forums and what Ticken especially has been saying, because that teleportating part, that phase 1, that was rough as hell. Just trying to stay like, did anyone get teleported yet?
Well, a lot of it had to do with your proximity to Necron. If there was somebody within range of Necron for him to hit the the teleport on, then he would do it. But there had to be at least 1 or 2 people within range of him to do that.
Okay.
I think that was the issue we had the first day it dropped, Brett, when we were in there for like 2 days before we'd get a teleport. when I was.
Yeah, but he should have teleported new though. That's the thing. Like when we do it, he teleports new all the time, and he even teleported new even before that hotfix. So I don't know why it wouldn't teleport him.
I was also a little upset that because I finally got teleported, and I'm tanking Blackhand, and I'm like, all right, we got this. And my rage is going, and sure enough, when I get teleported, my rage crashed.
Yep, same thing happened to me. Trust me.
I remember it. I'm like, oh my god, do not let me die like Brittany, please, God.
Yeah, I was slightly annoyed about that.
And I got teleported.
Don't forget about us raid users.
And I got teleported, and of course I'm on stream, so I'm over-exaggerating, but I'm freaking the hell out. I'm like, oh my god, is Blackhand killing y'all yet? I am so sorry, guys. Let me pick this up real fast. Alright, I'm back. I'm in. So I felt like I was going to cause a wipe because I just got teleported.
That's the frustrating thing about like those types of mechanics, especially for raid users, that I don't know if it just sometimes gets overlooked or forgotten about, but it's annoying when you end up dying. Not because you did something wrong, but because of the mechanic of like the raid and you can't really avoid it. So frustrating and thrown as well.
Yeah. And yes, Fat Daddy, of course I went against Corrupted Superboy because I had to beat him before I could get to Necron. And that guy.
Did you get hit by his beam?
Not me. Everybody else did. Cleared 6 people in one go.
Heat vision is killing. Brittany, have you guys gotten the that feat on him with the? How do you predict exactly? I mean, do those pools, those teleport spots actually spawn in specific areas in a specific rotation, or what?
It didn't seem like it to us. We just had like an extra healer, a tank, and the troller, and I think 1 DPS or somebody else standing at basically like the 4 corners. Right. 2 on the street, 1 on the north-south, and then 2 on the in the parking lot to just try to catch him.
All right. So
if it does have a pattern, I have no idea. I didn't pay attention that closely, but yeah, it took us a little bit to get it, though. I mean, we would miss like 1 or be off by 1, and 1 would spawn, and like, no.
All right. So basically 4 people on the boss, and then 4 people looking for those portals.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
But we made it so they weren't in combat. I mean, so they still had like their movement mode. Right. They just went and hit the boss, so they could still like run or fly pretty quickly to get to whatever portal was open.
Right. All right. Sounds like a plan. Cheer that, folks. Tips on getting feats.
That's what we're here for.
Yeah.
Let me say thank you to the 200 and so people who watched/listened to last week's episode. I know it was like a 3-hour-long show packed full of the entire year of 2015 goodness and badness. Looking at you, Game Update 47.
And you know what I noticed was really funny about that entire episode? Not once was Legends PvE brought up.
What are you trying to say?
Well, as the guy who wrote the format, I also...
Did you just magically leave it out?
Yeah, he did.
Well, hold on.
Wow.
I also left out survival mode, but I only brought up Owen because, 1, it's close to my heart because of the red kitty, and 2 is because it restarted the cycle. Owen came back all nice and shiny with new bosses, 10 more rounds, so it had to be brought up. But yeah, I also skipped, I think, Trigon's Prison or something. I skipped one of the other survival modes. And yeah, I did leave out Legends PvE. But hey, Legends PvE happened. Congratulations, yay. That's all I got.
Don't worry, I don't think anybody is saying gay to Legends PvE.
Exactly. I yeah. I did not want to go on to 4 hours with an hour worth of talking crap about it.
Why not? There's really not much to say about it other than it sucks. Problem solved.
As the person who still runs it.
It's got feeds. Like, it's got the
feeds,
alert-specific feeds.
There's shit. Come on, man.
Jeez.
It's like having to eat a chocolate cake and you just don't want to because you hate chocolate, but it's there, it's food in front of you. Man, this is bullshit.
You know what feat is driving me nuts right now that I have not yet gotten? Is that damn new Wastelands Duo feat.
Oh, I just finished that.
With the sub-bosses?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I swear to God, for 6 days straight, I was getting the same damn boss every freaking time.
Really?
Yeah, I got the damn succubus one.
Oh.
Like for 5 or 6 days straight. And I'm like, come on. But now I'm one away. I'm one away from getting it now. And that'll probably be next week or next month. I haven't decided which yet.
I didn't run it. Like, everybody spammed that when they saw the hotfix for it, where you had to, like, beat the whole thing. And I was just like, I'm not going to stress myself out over it. I get it. I'm going to end up running it every day anyway, so.
Yeah, that was.
And I got it. And then I stopped running it.
that was one thing I had, because, again, I ran episode 20 on Monday, and the rest of my week was, like, full of other games. But on Monday, again, I ran the duo, didn't get credit for anything, for any of the sub-bosses.
Yeah.
So.
Sucks.
Yeah, I wasn't upset, because, like Brittany, I'm going to run it constantly, and so I'll get it sooner or later.
But it is annoying, though, to finish it and be like, what? I didn't get any credit for this? Like, what?
Yeah,
that was the other thing, too. The first day I didn't get credit for it.
Yeah, I was like, that's weird. Like, I don't know, we got credit. But then after it supposedly was fixed, I didn't get credit for it. And I'm like, what? What?
Yeah,
okay.
and then was the feat to protect all of the Sentinel Magic people, or protect those rocks. And basically, if you wipe, well, goodbye to that feat. Because that was the only way that those rocks got destroyed, was because we died on Jared, which was not a fun boss if you do not have a healer, by the way. Or at least you have a ranged DPS that sucks. Well, I'm a ranged DPS and I suck.
I mean, that duo is all about burning fast.
I didn't know that on the last boss, because I basically had to solo it and I had no idea that I was going to have to. I'm like, oh my God, what is this?
That duo is all about the fast burn in there, man. Because you get that last boss in there and he starts pulling out all sorts of funky shit.
Yep. He does. Like, I couldn't use my powers. I'm like, what the hell is this? Like,
oh my God, I freaked the hell out. I'm like, oh my God, am I broken?
Yeah, I said the same thing, and somebody was like, nah, you just didn't kill him fast enough. And I'm like, I've never seen this before. What is this? That's the one that I was in with that dude who was like, oh my gosh, I love your videos. But yet he just stood there and didn't do anything. I'm like,
you're so cool, Brittany.
Oh my
You're so cool.
God.
I love your videos. I love watching your stream.
I really just wanted to log out, but then I'm like,
you're doing so good to do it all by yourself.
I'm like, you're just standing there, do something. Oh my God.
Well, because he was sending tells out to everybody and shouting in LFG and trade chat.
Good
carrying me on the
Lord.
wasteland duo, guys.
And the worst part,
so I can show everybody.
he was a healer. Oh my God, how are you letting me die? Come on.
That's some salt.
So annoying.
He was setting up his own stream so everybody could see, and he's like, "Look, guys, everybody, Brittany's carrying me in the wasteland duo. Look how good I am doing. Look how good a job I'm doing healing her."
Oh, it was frustrating.
Sorcery is just all right, crappy. We've verified this that sorcery in duos is just cheating. Okay,
it is. It really is.
Especially if you use a grand summoning on the bosses. Come on, man. Come on.
Don't worry, Crappy.
Well, at least grand summoning would have healed me.
That's true.
Would have died. Person wouldn't have had to do anything but pop grand summoning. I would have been alive. God.
Don't worry, we're gonna try and get that nerf in pretty soon.
No, I love grand summoning.
So once again, thank you everyone who watched last week's episode. Again, it was a 3-hour. It was the year of 2015. That jam packed. So it was, and we gave a lot of good information, a lot of good feedback. I actually got one comment. I think it was on that video or maybe something else talking about Game Update 47. That we broke it down pretty well during the video. So,
nice.
So you're welcome. So, 2016, next year's video is most likely going to be 3 hours as well. Maybe 4 if we can get Brittany to actually wake up from a nap. Wouldn't that be great?
Maybe.
All right, let's talk about this week. And I'm really only going to bring up the test server that Brittany mentioned, because it's really been a slow week for patches. So test server hotfix for today. Test server is now back online with the Valentine's Day event. It's back.
Yeah.
And with it, new feats. Love is in the lair. Now that song is in my head. Shit.
That's all right. At least you don't have the Nick Scarpino doing the My Pony version of My Pony in your head. I've had that. I was listening to the Kind of Funny podcast the other day, and he kept doing it, and now it's been stuck in my head for like a week.
Wow.
A week. I can't get out of my head.
And then we also have the new feat, Charmed, I'm sure. Which, of course, we'll have we'll learn more about these feats when you hop on test server, because it's free to go on test server. Just create a Daybreak account and hop on it. Yay! Also have a PC that can run it too. So in the operation for Blackest Night, Necron's primary attacks have been adjusted to make tanking him a bit more interesting. I'm not sure if that's a good or bad thing, so thanks for that, Meps. And there it is, removed Black Lantern Slayer from Necron's ads. Finally. Survival mode Trigon. They fixed an issue allowing people to call pets in combat and multiple pets at once.
No.
Sad face.
Sad face.
Corrected an issue where power was being incorrectly capped at higher levels.
Oh, they're fixing it. Nice.
So there was a thread on the forums stating this. I think it was Dirio who made the post about it, where the cap was at like 10,000 power. And at this point, with a CR of 152 now, you can easily clear over 10,000, and it will only register the 10,000. So, good catch. Good catch. Actually, no, he had his stats and gear along with sodas and mods. That's what it was. But yeah, that's pretty big. And then we got powers here for ice, glacier flash damage increase has been reverted. It was in error buffed with an instant single shot ability.
Erroneously?
Shut up.
Say it with me, Trex.
No.
Erroneously.
No.
Sound it out in your head.
No.
Erroneously.
I don't want it. Meps put this word in there just to confuse people like me, and it's not going to work. Stop using big words in patch notes. No, sir.
Trixie can't read.
Erroneously there. And Bitter Winds increase damage slightly to bring it in line with other powers of its types. And then next, PvP combat update, which once we have more information about about when PvP combat probably gets fully released to the game, we will have a PvP combat update part 2 next time. That's the reason why I put up part 1 on the last video when we talked about PvP, was because it's going to continue, and once it gets fully more developed, we'll have a part 2 at release, which hopefully should be.
And boy, is it still ongoing.
Oh, as those threads plainly put it. But for right now, with mastery and advanced mechanics, damage reduction should now function everywhere in the game where you are participating in PvP. The previous arena-only reductions are no longer limited to arenas. This means that duels and open-world PvP now have the same damage reductions and power-back mechanics removed. And then ice...
Really?
Yeah.
Brittany's like, really? Get caught.
Well, that'll make that'll make actually open world PvP not so terrible because that's actually really cool.
And then ice advanced damage mechanic no longer triggers power regeneration in PvP. So that's really the only hotfix we'll touch on this week because the one on Monday or /Tuesday, it was just Necron stuff. That apparently is also happening in this patch as well. But this is all in test. That's a test server thing. So let's talk about this past Monday. We celebrated the 5th year anniversary of DCUO Online. It was hosted by KindaFunnyGames, which is basically Greg Miller, Colin Moriarty, Nick Scarpio.
Yep, the producer / seducer.
I have
That's
to
what they
get,
call him.
Yeah, I have to see what that entails because I want that title too.
I was just something they've been calling him that like since like the probably before they started up their podcast when they were all at IGN.
Yeah,
I'm sure that's where it all started from.
And there's one more in Kind of Funny Games. And it's
Tim Geddes.
Yes. It's not that I forget your name. It's just I catch Kind of Funny Games sometimes. It's not on a regular basis, but I know Greg.
Tim and Nick, they were. I mean, all four of those guys they used to work at IGN, but Tim and Nick were more of the behind the scenes guys. Like like Nick was actually he produced a lot of the videos that they would put on YouTube and all that, but he just never because they don't have a credits roll at the end of videos.
Yeah.
You would have never known that.
Yeah. So
yeah.
And let me say this now. We saw it in the Kind of Funny's chat. We saw it on the forums. It's the fact of why are they doing this and not on DCO's channel? Well, reason number one.
Huge audience.
Okay, that was going to be number 2, but let's make that number 1. Number 1, huge audience. I mean, Kind of Funny Games brings up about maybe close to 5 to 10,000 views when they stream. That's an audience that DCUO does not get on their channel. They might have the followers.
Yeah.
But they do not have that kind of look-see. They don't get those kind of views. Mm-hmm. And for the record, like not many other MMOs of this size get those kind of numbers either. They go to outside sources.
Yeah, and also kind of funny. I mean, they have a set schedule when they stream. What they're going to be doing on the streams. Like when they did that stream for the anniversary, that was during the normal Colin and Greg live stream that they always do. That they do every day at that time. So.
Yeah, and then reason number 2 is because Greg Miller is a DCUO player. He is a big DCUO supporter. So that's another reason why he was there.
Greg loves this game.
He does.
And he loves the show, apparently, too.
He does. Oh, my God. We got name dropped.
And apparently me and Trex. And apparently he loves me and Trex.
We got name dropped,
Doesn't
Joe.
know
That
who
was
Brittany
awesome.
is. Brittany's a nobody to him.
Yes. It's okay, I did help him level up one of his tunes, so that's cool.
Did you help him level up 4 of his tunes, though? No.
It's okay.
I helped him level up 4 of his tunes, thank you very much, and his girlfriends.
Oh, nice.
I'm not sure what I did. I can't. I think it's because he likes me through you, Soups, because we do the show and all.
Well, because I mean, when I got to playing with him, and I got to telling him about how I had a channel, and then I was also doing a podcast for the show and everything like that. And with you, I told him it was all my idea, though, of course. But
you came on 10 episodes later.
No, I told him he's like, oh man, you guys do a podcast together? He's like, what, you guys like doing it in the game or anything? I was like, no. I told him, I said, no. I was like, Trex has got like all the freaking equipment and programs and all that. We actually do a live stream on Twitch now where we do it all. I basically told him you were like, you're like the engineer and the producer, and I just show up and talk.
And that's all I ask. That's all I ask.
But yeah. So yeah, both of us got name dropped. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, I was just at work, and I was at work. I think I was probably doing some Photoshop stuff. And then all of a sudden I just heard Super Patriot and Trex, and Spill's like, Trex is great. He's my coach on Spite. I'm like, I just got name dropped. Replay. Just stuck there, just kept replaying it over and over. I'm like, well, this made my Monday. So it was pretty cool. And Greg is such a nice guy. I got to meet him in San Francisco during TwitchCon and just gave the biggest hug. I'm like, hi, I'm Trexlight. I'm like, Trex,
well,
big
there,
hug.
Dude,
I'm like, oh my God.
Right there's probably where he remembered you off the bat the most. Right there is you actually met him in person.
Yeah. And it was recent, so that's good.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I understand where the DCO players on the stream during Greg and Colin live, they were like, "Where's the DCO stuff? This is blah 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 blah," and like Greg and Spittle said, that it was the kind of funny community and the DCO community coming together, and not many people really get Greg's comedy or Colin's quote unquote comedy.
Dude, Colin. What did I tell you? Didn't I tell you Colin was going to be like that?
Yes.
I told you Colin was going to be like that.
Meps and Colin were definitely like the brothers. Like, them sitting on that couch was perfect. And it's like, you see Meps times 2. That's really all it is. And even more so, Meps could probably take it up 2 more notches, and he would be Colin. So we actually have a very calm Meps. And I'm okay with this. But yes, and so yes, it was live from Daybreak Studios, which was pretty cool. And yeah, it was so great to see all the stuff there, all the news. And yeah, not everyone gets their comedy. It's okay. It's not for everybody. But I love how Spittle came in the Twitch chat trying to calm folks down. That was classic. And Raquel.
Yeah, see, one thing everybody's got to understand about not just Greg, but Colin and Nick and Tim over there, kind of funny. But I mean, like those guys have blown up. Those guys have seriously blown up, and it's because a lot of people do get their comedy and do get where they're coming from. I mean, Colin and Greg was one of the original hosts of the podcast Beyond for IGN, which is a podcast solely about the PlayStation. All right, he was one of the original hosts for that podcast. Well, after he left IGN, of course he had to leave Beyond, and Colin had been hosting on Beyond as well. They both had to leave that podcast. So when they went over and they started up Kind of Funny and things started taking off for them, Colin and Greg started up their own PlayStation podcast called PSN XOXO. All right, and that podcast, before they even had after they announced that podcast, all right, and they said they was going to be putting it out on iTunes and everything like that. Before they even had their first episode out, all right, that podcast was ranked number 1 on iTunes.
Jeez.
So, not to mention the fact that Greg recently did win an award at the Gaming Awards for most trending. For most trending. So, yeah. those guys are huge, man. And I understand you may not get some of their humor, but give them a listen to every once in a while. You'll understand. And a lot of it, honestly, I won't lie, is inside jokes between them and everybody out there in their community. So yeah, definitely. So it may take a couple of listens to listen to and everything like that, but yeah, they're good guys. They're good people.
They are. We love them. All right, so let's talk about the news that broke. The news that shattered Facebook, because they're fucking trending on Facebook. I just couldn't believe it. All right, so the first announcement was DCUO is coming to Xbox One this spring.
Yep.
And as I look at my Xbox controller right here in my hand, I cannot wait to see the new population. Can't wait to see the new players. I am super excited because this is a 5-year-old game coming to a new console. We're going to get new players coming in. And I get to play a level 1 and start off with like everybody else. No one's carrying anybody. No one's higher level. Everyone is starting fresh. And so, yeah, I'm going to be playing the Xbox One DCUO for probably the first couple of weeks to get the hang of everything and to be a helping voice to a new community. That's what you want. That's the whole point. Now, it is sad that Xbox One will not be joining the crossover, the crossplay. But, Microsoft is Microsoft, and Microsoft likes to be Microsoft. It's the best way I can put it.
Yeah, but I mean, how many games do you know that are cross-platform like that?
Exactly.
There aren't.
Well, there aren't very many, so I'm not sure why people are so shocked that crossplay isn't happening.
It's Microsoft. I mean, granted, yeah. I mean, think about it, folks. All right, it's DCUO, and it's not it's Daybreak Games now. It's not Sony Online Entertainment, but it's still Sony PSN and Microsoft Xbox Live.
Yeah, it's. Just think, guys, how many games are cross-platform? Please tell me how many games are cross-platform.
I'll tell you what. If you guys think it's possible, all right, if you guys think it's possible, get opposing sides of a magnet, all right, 2 positive ends of a magnet, and try and put them together. That's pretty much what it's like. Okay.
Honestly, I'm just glad that we're getting cross-play between us and PC.
Agreed.
Yeah. I would be a little pissed if it was started out with PC and Xbox. Like, wait, what? That would have made me mad. But
Unkind Soul, will there be a US Xbox and EU Xbox? I can see it, but we probably won't know that answer until probably closer to spring. Whenever spring comes about, because so far it feels like summer still in South Carolina in January. Well, maybe autumn. We have cold winds, but sun's hot. All right, and next up.
Hey, by the way, tip of the hat. Just a quick aside here, and then we'll get right back into it. Tip of the hat to your governor for what she said after the State of the Union, Trex.
I have no idea what she said. I didn't watch.
Go
I was
streaming
during the.
Okay, I understand. I'm saying go look it up.
Was it the Indian thing?
It was a quick aside. No, just it was a quick aside. We go back into it now.
Oh shit! Okay.
Crossplay.
I gotta make a note because now I have to, because I don't follow that woman. So.
Wow.
Wow, Trex.
We don't like.
Would you call your governor a whore if he was a man?
Yes.
Your governor was a man.
Mark Sanford is a whore.
You would have called him an asshole. Instead you had to sexualize her just because she's a female.
Don't bring your feminist style to me, sir. I am the feminist. So, anyways.
Hey, listen. Here's my thing. All right, I am feeling prejudiced against in this game, and by DC. I am.
How so, sir?
All right. Because, all right, if they were to introduce their reasonings behind not introducing Star Sapphires as a playable power in the game is because only females can be Star Sapphires, and that is chauvinistic. That is chauvinistic. Why can that's basically saying that a man cannot know love. And I'm telling you, a man can know love. I'm over here pointing like JFK at his speech right now. While I'm saying this. My fellow Americans. But no, seriously. I mean, that's messed up. That's messed up. Anyways, crossplay.
Talk
Brittany.
to Jeff Johns.
I'm so excited for it.
That's right. PC and PlayStation crossplay is not coming. It's not soon. We don't have soon. We don't even have eventually. We have on the week of January.
We actually
25th.
have a date.
Right? I was shocked that we actually got a date. I thought it was just going to be eventually. We'll get it this year, but there was an actual date. Awesome.
So yeah, it's the week of January 25th, and I really have to say, because and that's the thing, it's like during last week's review of 2015, we got up to January 27th, 2015, was the announcement of crossplay. And now...
Wait, what? It was last year?
It was last year on January 27th.
Oh my god. Wow.
Because remember, it was after the holiday break. It was after SOE Live. All of a sudden, Larry Liberty just blurts out there, "Oh, by the way, we're going to be merging the PC and PlayStation servers in April." Is when he said.
Yeah, April.
Sometime in April, and everybody was like, "What?"
Yeah. It was like, "What the hell?"
Everybody was like, "What?" And then we talked about this last week, and then February happened.
February is when they became
February
Daybreak.
happened, and all those plans just went out the fucking window.
Yeah. I was like, did he mean April of last or next year? Like,
It was too.
It just cracked me up. Just the blase way he announced it. It was just so funny and cute because he was just like, "So, oh yeah, by the way, we're also working on crossplay for PS and for PC and PlayStation. We should be dropping that sometime in April." It was like, "What are you gonna do? What? Nobody knew what the hell to make of it. Everybody's like going, "Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god." Meps is probably going over there. Meps is probably pulling all of his hair out.
Right. What did he just do?
He's like, "Oh my god, he wasn't supposed to say that."
As Larry was walking out the door, he said that. So
look as Larry walked by Meps' office with a little smirk, and then Meps came out of his office watching Larry walk down the hallway, flipping him the bird without even looking.
He's like, "What's that for?" Goes to the forums. That dick. So yeah, so in 2 weeks,
I would do that, dude. If I worked there, I would do that to Meps at least once a week.
That would be hilarious. Oh my god.
Not gonna lie, I would do it too. I would do it. So
I'm gonna start sending some DMs to Locke here on Twitter. I'm gonna get Locke to start doing it.
just one of those really quick ones like Craig on South Park.
I think Locke would do it. I think I could talk Locke into doing it. Locke seems mischievous enough to do something like that, just to have a little fun.
Jareth, in case you didn't hear me or you don't see it on screen, I definitely did say the week of January 25th. Boom.
You know how many people are gonna have like a fucking hissy fit because it's not gonna be out like on the 25th because they didn't actually like pay attention that it was on the week of and not actually the day of. I mean, granted, it could possibly come out on the 25th, but it was announced the week of.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
man.
There's going to be a lot of people who say, "Oh, you guys said it was good at 25th.
You guys lied yet again. Fucking Daybreak.
Fucking Daybreak.
Bunch of liars.
Money grubbing bastard. Why aren't you giving us our free cross-server play servers.
Actually, gentlemen, according to Maps, the downtime should actually be just kind of maybe a couple of hours.
I'm shocked at that.
That's him saying it now, because they've already done a lot of prep work ahead of it.
Yeah, they've been slowly piecing this stuff in. They've been slowly piecing this stuff in for the past few months. I mean, we've already got freaking cross-platform chats.
Yeah.
You know, I can go into a PC chat and get just as much verbal abuse from the PC side as I can from the console side. It's awesome.
It's true. Especially when you have 5v5 chat telling that Trex will scrim anyone. That's great. When I'm not saying it. So thanks. Yay! But yes, crossplay is going to be so great. I can't wait to play with all the PlayStation. Well, some of the PlayStation players, not all of you, because you guys have too big of a population for me to handle. Giggity.
Also, you know what I find funny is like people saying, "Oh, I don't want to play with PC players," or "Oh, I don't want to play with PS players." Like, more people is just more people. Like, I don't understand how that's ever a bad thing. Or like people say, "Oh, did you see that one thread where it was like, oh, we're welcoming our PC like brethren and stuff like that." Like, wait, what?
There was a post.
What?
What cracks me up is, Brittany, I swear to God, I actually read earlier today, I believe it was, or yesterday. It was yesterday. That somebody actually said that crossplay was being done to save PvP.
What?
Yeah.
Well,
I'm like, what? I was like, just because PvP is dead on PC does not mean it's dead on the console.
Yeah.
I know one thing: it's going to help revitalize the villain content or villain population. That's for sure.
Oh yeah, that's the thing I'm happy for the most about it. I mean, you know, the revitalization of the villain faction. Simply because, I mean, I know PC side, you know, villain population has been hurting really bad. And I know the villains population on console hasn't been that strong, but I am glad to see that, you know, that's the main thing I'm happy for. Is villains are going to get some, you know, not so much fresh blood into them, but, you know,
just more people.
Get some numbers piled up again.
Yeah,
more people is always a good thing.
Always is, and
maybe we'll get to see the return of Black Armada, Brett.
Maybe if we're lucky.
Oh my God! Before league halls dropped, and there was a cap on how many people you'd have in a league. Swear to God, I think that league had probably 1,000 members in it.
Yeah.
Jeez.
That league was huge. Do you remember Freemium Cattle?
Yep.
That league from like way back in the day.
Yep. Freemium Cattle, Disconnect Universe.
Yep.
Those guys were always trying to raid Fight Club and got the shit stomped out of them every time. That was the thing about Fight Club back then. I can't remember if they were a hero or I think they were a hero league. And, you know, they were constantly coming over and messing up 1v1s. And all the heroes that were there that, you know, were wanting to do 1v1s would see these guys coming over and messing them all up. And they'd step back and let the villains just kick the shit out of them.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's like, you know, and then we come back and we all start doing our 1v1s again. You know? Those guys, it took them like 2 weeks before they realized, why aren't you guys open with 14 villains? It's Fight Club, man. You know, it's like, not supposed to do that here.
And then the third announcement, which was more personal for Greg than anything else, because DCU community probably didn't care, but Greg Miller is going to be the new voice for Superboy. Congratulations, Greg.
I swear to God, I thought he was freaking joking. Because Greg can sound really serious sometimes when he's being sarcastic. And I thought it was a joke. When he said that, I was like, that's why I had to ask. I was like, is he seriously doing it? Is he seriously going to be? I was like, no. But yeah, I guess, yeah. But yeah, it's awesome. It's awesome.
So, yeah, congratulations, Greg. Yeah. No, I wanted voice
Trex,
Atrocitus.
Trex secretly hates you now, but
Well,
because you got a voice. You got VO work before Trex did, but
Wow.
This is also his second project doing voiceover work, so I mean I can't really be too jealous. But I'm playing the game longer. #1 podcast, #5 YouTube channel. I'm just saying.
I want to know who they're getting to voice Darkseid. That's what I want to know.
Well, it can't be Spittle. It'd
be awesome if they got. It'd be awesome if they got Jeremy Irons, but I don't think they can afford him. Well, he's the guy who voiced him in the Justice League and Superman cartoons.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. So congratulations, Greg. Can't wait to see what you do with the voice. Can't wait to hear it. Actually, I just remembered too because I think yesterday I was wearing my Superboy T-shirt. Now I'm wearing my Kool-Aid one, but I don't like wearing my Superboy T-shirt at work because everyone keeps saying, "Yeah, Superman," and I just get really annoyed because it's a black T-shirt with the red S, and these are older gentlemen, like in their 60s, 70s, whatever. But I have to control my nerd rage because I snapped on them one time, and they looked at me really weird. Yeah, I don't want to snap on them again for the same mistake. Because I will put them in their fucking place. No, I'm just joking. Alright, so after the Greg and Colin live, or Colin and Greg live, they brought us this cool Let's Play of what episode 21 is going to have. They played the duo, Greg and Spittle, with SJ on the mic as well. So, and having SJ and Spittle side by side once again was kind of like, all right, who's going to control the conversation now? Because now you two are just going to butt heads trying to talk. But it's a good thing. It was good. So what they did, they played episode 21, which is going to be inspired by Legends of Tomorrow. That, I think the first episode's next week? Next Tuesday? Woo, can't wait for this.
Yeah.
So tomorrow.
Yeah, all those shows are coming back next week.
Oh, yes. And so with Legends of Tomorrow, get ready for Hawkgirl, Hawkman, Captain Cold, and a new character coming to the game, Adam, which I believe he's going to have a Legends character soon, possibly. Maybe after Grodd, whenever get Grodd.
How are they going to do Adam as a Legends character?
It's a good question. Maybe he's not going to be a Legends character, but he is going to be in the game. But we also do know that one of the investigations / briefings, one of them, is going to give you Adam's belt as a style. That's going to be pretty cool. Cannot wait for that. And episode 21, of course, comes out next month. And this is going to be the duo raid and the elite raid. Do we know what the raid is going to be? I can't remember if they...
No, they didn't say anything about it. They didn't say anything about it.
Okay.
They just talked about the duo.
Okay.
Yeah,
and the duo is going to be Black Adam / Kondak themed. We're going to be following Hawkgirl as she is a, spoiler alert, archaeologist in her day-to-day life. We have to go through... I think they called this the first duo operation because you're going to different places. I think there's 3 different places you're going to in the duo.
Yeah. And folks out there, who comment on, how Greg and Spittle did in the duo, everybody keep in mind, all right, one, Spittle, is he likes the earth tank because he likes brick so much and everything like that. And he's actually doing a pretty good job with tanking as far as tanking goes in there. And Greg has not played the game since War of the Light Part 1 dropped.
Yeah.
And while his loadout was good, I'm pretty sure he had no idea what advanced mechanics were.
No.
All right. So, I mean, let's show some little bit of compassion and understanding in that regards.
Yeah, things
That
that some
wasn't
people
just
don't do.
directed. You in the chat. I know you weren't being mean about it. That's just for the general public.
Exactly.
So don't be upset. I'll steal some more. I'll steal more of your forum ideas and warp them into grander ideas of my own.
That's right. And so coming down more of the
remember
pipeline.
we did that. Remember when we did that? Remember when we did that to Jareth? Jareth sent that email in with that like with like a really good idea, and then we made it so much better. But then we made it for subs only. And he's like, no!
That was a good sub idea.
I don't like this idea anymore. I don't like this idea anymore.
And new storylines coming down the pipeline through the year. We have new Superman storyline, the Kryptonian story that we've all been waiting for. That was all announced, 2 years ago? 2014 SOE Live?
What?
That Kryptonian, the Kryptonian
storyline? Oh,
storyline.
yeah.
2014.
Well, it's still just a little over a year ago.
Yeah.
Time wise and everything like that.
And this this storyline is going to feature Zod, Ursa, Non, Superman, Lois Lane, Supergirl, and Superboy, now voiced by Greg Miller. Yay!
Now, how come no Power Girl?
Well. I mean, it is super. It's Supergirl from what, Earth 2? Technically,
yeah. She's an older version of Supergirl.
You telling me? I don't know why Power Girl is not in it. I guess she's still having to deal with Metropolis bounty. I guess you can't get away from it. But the story will begin in the Phantom Zone, which we saw a preview, and
shut up, Crappy.
It's gonna look good. Yeah, shut up, Crappy. So I think the Phantom Zone, I think they leaked it slip of the tongue. It's gonna be a raid. Where in the raid? Not sure, but it's gonna be a raid. And eventually it will take you all the way to the epic finish in the city of Kandor. And I think Adam's going to help us shrink down to get over there. So, yeah, it's going to be great. Oh, and also, let me point out, I couldn't tell from the stream when they were in the duo because I was getting off of work, I was then driving home, and so I kind of missed a lot. Was that new environments in the new duo?
It didn't look like it. At least from what we saw. We didn't see the whole thing, did we?
No.
Okay.
No, but now they did show like a quick video clip of like inside the Phantom Zone.
Yeah, that's all new.
Which was really badass.
That's new, buddies. Okay, DST says it's the same from Gotham Warehouse Universities.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which is not bad, but yeah, I mean the Phantom Zone is going to be an entirely new area. I mean, rocks and shit's floating all around. It's going to be great. And then also the finale for Halls of Power. Darkseid's forces are now invading Central City, and we're going to need your help to stop them. Holy shit. So, now we're going back to Central City, guys. Who's all excited?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yay.
No, seriously, if it's what I'm thinking it's going to be epic and awesome. All right, because just imagine the whole raid is going to take place in that Central City area right there. There's not going to be any Paradox Reapers or anything like that. Yeah. But it's going to take place it's going to take place all in there, and it's going to be like FOS 3 or Prime or Throne of the Dead.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? The whole thing's going to take place right there.
I'm fine with that. It's just I don't like that area just for the bounties. I hate that they don't spawn faster in there. And for that original mission where you had to go run after those people like to transform.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my gosh, I hate that area.
Yeah. So glad I got those feats done.
Yeah, I am too.
Yeah,
I am too.
Yeah, me too.
I'm pretty sure after whenever I start unlocking skill points on a tune, the first feats I do are the Toy Man missions, and then I think I go straight to the Central City bounties and all the instance feats in there, all the feats inside of it. I think those are the first sets of feats that I start unlocking.
All right, and then next up they have a Harley Quinn storyline centered around her, which quote unquote may be in line with the Suicide Squad movie release. Possibly, that's only my guess. Which
that makes sense.
And then later this year, in the fall, we're going to have the finale for Amazon Fury.
Dude, as much as I am looking forward to fighting Darkseid, I am really looking forward to the end of this of Amazon Fury.
Me too. More gods and goddesses. More, I say.
Well, what's next? We defeated Hades. Are we going to be fighting the Titans next?
Oh my gosh.
I don't know, but Amazon Fury 2 was an amazing DLC, so
yes.
It'll be interesting how they're gonna match it or trump it, or top it. I mean, I don't know. That DLC was amazing though. Just all the way around. It was an awesome DLC.
Yes.
Yep.
Right. I think me and Trex, we talked about the best DLC that was released last year. And I think we both agreed that Amazon AF2 was the best DLC that was released.
I mean, hands down, it had everything for everybody.
It did.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
AF2 was the total package.
Yep.
And also, new power set, Water. So, and they're working on Water right now. Spord is currently locked in his cage, and he's working for
Gatorade. H2O. Gatorade. H2O.
Whoa, that sucks. It really sucks.
It really sucks. Love that movie. It's on Netflix right now, folks. Make sure you go check it out.
Oh shit! Put that on the queue.
after the show. Okay. See now, Water. I'm excited for Water. Don't get me wrong. I am really excited for Water. I am glad it's going to be a healing power. My only thing is the first tree in Water is called Hydrokinetics. All right, and it's where you're making hard water constructs inspired by characters like Aqualad. Okay, I get that. But here's my thing. I see any constructs made out of something that is blue in this game, and I'm immediately thinking of freaking Blue Lanterns.
Well, I mean, it's not going to be that color blue. It's going to be a little lighter. Probably
it's still blue.
It's going to be wet. It's going to be wet.
It's a blue construct, Trex. Where's my Blue Lantern healers?
I know.
I want my Blue Lantern healers. Maybe not now. Eventually, I want my Blue Lantern healers. All right?
Let's.
I want Blue Lantern healers.
We got lantern fatigue.
But seriously. Yeah, Water. I'm looking forward to this.
Me too.
The water construct, the whole Aqualad thing. I mean, they're getting their inspiration from Young Justice, which is badass.
And then, of course, we got Ty Calling Tree, which is water bending, inspired by the last Avatar.
Balkan made that joke yesterday in the People's Podcast, and I'm telling you the same thing. No.
What? It's true.
It's inspired by characters like Mira.
No, it's inspired by The Last Airbender, but it's inspired by M. Night Shyamalan's Last Airbender. So we're going to be doing all creepy martial arts and dance.
Dude, you just committed a blasphemy.
I know, that movie was horrible. That movie was so bad.
I have not watched any of the Last Airbender, animes or watched the live action movie. But from my understanding is if you like that movie, then you, sir, should die.
I liked it for what it was. since I had no concept of the show, I knew of it. I just didn't really like sit down and watch it, knew the story. But I liked it for what it was because I'm a big M. Night Shyamalan fan. I support all of his works, but I also treat The Last Airbender not his movie because it wasn't, and like especially After Earth, that sucked. That was a horrible fucking movie, and you just ugh. But he is truly creative. And if you give him full creative control over something, or at least if he comes up with it himself, his own story, he does really good with it. But Last Airbender was really a flop. And he even came back and said that he didn't make this movie for the Airbender fans. He made it for kids. And all the kids I talked to, they actually liked it. It's adults who have common sense that, yeah, this movie sucked.
Trex, I believe Jareth, Catmon, and Raph Prime are all sending you scrims next time you log in.
Yeah, apparently.
Oh boy.
Apparently.
And Sartic. Watch your mouth.
Burn.
Watch your mouth.
And then, okay, so out of that horrible crap. Next, it's being worked on. Some of these features are being announced and they're being worked on. There's no time frame on when it's actually coming out. So next is the fourth color palette that, and I have to give credit for it, Cursebringer has been really vocal about this forever. Ever. So you now get a fourth color palette coming soon to your styles. Congratulations. Congratulations, all you guys. Next is style and gear unlocking. So within the same philosophy of unlocking feats, you'll be able to unlock gear or styles on one character if you've already earned it on another. Now, this is just announcing. There's no detailed plans on how it's going to go. And so because actually, I don't think that Whisper is going to show up in chat, Sartic. So thank you for telling me that you're going after Soups.
Yeah, you sent me one too. You sent me one too, so you get a script too.
How do you spell that? He typed that? How do you spell that?
No, it's just the way I can imagine him sitting there behind his keyboard. You get a script too,
So because on who we are, let's talk a little bit about what we expect from style and gear unlocking. All right, good talk.
Well, I mean, seriously, it all depends on how they're going to do it.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing.
I mean, it's going to be like I talked a little bit about this, the ideas on how they might do it yesterday. I mean, I know Cursebringer did an excellent
Photoshop work,
in-game Photoshop work, and all that, showing of how you might unlock the styles across characters. Like if you have the style on your main and you want to unlock on alt, you open up the style menu and it'll show all the pieces on there that you have, but highlighted a different color, it'll have a style that your main has, and it'll show one replay badge to unlock this style. You spend that and then all you get. Kind of like the way the feats work right now. But as far as the gear goes, I have no idea how they're going to do that.
Yeah, is it going to be kind of like if it's unattuned, you can send it over, or if it's if you do attune it, it's basically turns into account bound? I mean, the gear unlocking is going to be kind of weird. But and this is a question not even I have about it, is if I have a level 30 tune who just turned level 30, and I have my main, or at least my highest character, is already at current in-game, am I able to send current in-game item to that 130? Or is it going to be kind of a CR lock kind of a thing? Where you have to be kind of in this range.
You have to advance them up every CR grouping. Yeah.
That's my question about it, because I can see it really going either way.
See, honestly, I would not be for a restriction like that, because if you've gotten to where you're at on your main, you should be able to get your alt up there as well.
Yeah.
If you want to stay in plane, in end game, then you should bring your alts up to end game as well. Because like right now, it's like, I've got 4 alts that I can play in end game with. 3 of which I've been working consistently on, because honestly, since they announced water, I've kind of let my healers slip, because I'm gonna switch my rage over to water. Because working on Fortunes is I don't know how you do it, Britt, but working on Fortunes is too much work.
She doesn't work. That's what it is. She doesn't work.
Yeah, true. That's true. She doesn't have kids.
That's true.
Just sit there with all your cats, all your red cats.
I wish I was a kid.
But yeah, I mean, I think being able to bring them up to where your tune's at, I think is where they should set. I don't think they should have any restrictions on it. Because like right now, it's like, yeah, I've got 2 tanks, a troller, and a healer where I can play end game at. But if I want to try hardlight trolling, but I don't want to respec my quantum tune, I have a hardlight tune already. So just bump him up and unlock the skill points, and just have at it right there.
Yeah.
So I mean,
I think that'll be a good solution for people that have been wanting to find an easier way, like maintaining alts, and that's been a big issue for a while. Is how do you maintain an alt where it's not so much of a time sink? And I think this is a nice
especially with the
to
monthly content now.
Right.
Especially with the monthly content now.
I don't feel so much like pressured that I can't keep up right now, just because we're at a like the gear that you get out of here isn't I would say as like I don't know, it's just not as bad getting this gear as it was getting gear out of like the Elite Raid or the Alert, because I'm still having trouble getting the pieces I need out of there. I don't know what it is with this raid, but I've gotten like everything that I've needed really easily.
Dude, I have yet to get a weapon box from that raid. I have gotten like
that was my first drop.
It took me a while to get the weapon box.
I've gotten 7 freaking utility belts.
Dang.
See, I got trinkets. I got 5 trinkets in a row, and I'm like, you've got to be kidding me with this bullshit.
I've gotten 2 necks. I've gotten 7 utility belts. Those are the best drops I've gotten out of that raid so far. So much that I went ahead and I bought the plan for the weapon box. And like you were talking about how you were talking about earlier about how you weren't going to be running the duo anymore after you got the feats out of it and everything. I still run it because I need scraps. Because I want the scraps. Because I am at 900. I am at 9 fused scraps right now on there, man. I am only 300 away from getting my weapons choice. So I will be running that for a while. But, I mean, I did get a set. It was the 132 weapon that drops. 132 weapon box. I did get a 132 weapon box, which I actually got from that duo. The first.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I was kind of surprised by that.
Yeah,
I've gotten a couple of those. So.
And J2K, you are right. This is an MMO, and MMOs are all about the grind. But this game was not designed for that much grind. The game was designed for like 5 to 7 hours a week of gaming, and if true, that was numbers at launch. And a little bit of it still kind of applies, because I can get all my stuff done within the 3 hours if I really push myself. I can really get things done in 3 hours, and I can really just be done for the week, and I'll be done with it. But that's just me. but with so many alts and how this game progresses with the episodes, having alts really is it sucks. The one thing that as a game like WoW had was account bound items. It was actually what was it called? It started with an A.
Heirloom items?
Heirloom. That's an H.
Yep.
It was the heirloom items, and that's how players got their alts all the way up to level 70, 90, whatever. It's with the heirloom items, and you got that from your main. Your highest level character would buy it, give it to an alt, and those alts would just level so fast. And the best part of the heirloom items was that the stats increased at each level, so you never really had to exchange those items ever, unless you really got like a good drop from a instance or anything. And sadly enough, we don't have heirloom items in DCUO, so instead they're going to allow the gear unlocking to help players with alts. Because I mean, I can tell you now, I have an alt. I have my Quantum controller. I really am working to try and get to in-game, because apparently there's a freaking load of, no, we need a controller here. No controllers on Monday nights. Monday nights, no controllers. And then Tuesdays is like no healers. It's like, how do you guys organize this? So this should really help out all those players, especially Al, who has over 45 alts. Okay.
Oh, he's crazy. I don't know how he does that.
I hate him. I don't know how he does it.
There's no way in hell.
No way I could ever do that.
No way in hell.
Oh, I love you, Al, though. I love you, buddy. But damn, dude. Damn. But yeah, so for me, the gear unlocking is going to be, I'm using this to a T. And so now I have to question, especially for you guys play a hell of a lot more. Do you feel that the gear unlocking, do you think this feature will have players playing content more than what they're doing now?
You may see people, once they get their all up to a certain level, you may end up seeing, people going into more content with those tunes. Basically based on the fact that, they're going to say, man, that was fun, tanking that raid. Let me see what it's like trolling it. Let me see what it's like healing it, stuff like that. I mean, because right now, I would, I've got no problem, taking like my troll into troll Blackest Day right now, or any of the raids earlier than that, but I don't feel he's ready yet for Blackest Nights, and because I don't have his CR up high enough. And that's mainly because I've only been having time to run alerts with him, and I don't have the DPS gear to be going into the duos and not getting walked out on. So, I've only been running the alerts on him, and it's been a slow grind to get enough marks to get my vendor gear, so I can increase my CR. Never mind the fact that I probably got higher VIT than most of the controllers that are going into Blackest Night because of the skill points I've unlocked on that tune, and the fact that I actually mod my gear. Oh my God, something's got to be done about that. People not even bothering to mod their gear. People not even bothering to get their home turf mods.
Okay, that's outrageous. That is where I draw a line. I never go anywhere without my home turf mods. Okay, synthetic mods, I'll argue if I want to, or I'll fight my ego or whatever to do it. It's like, do I really want to do this? I don't know. I need the marks for something else. I'll have that argument with myself. But home turf is a no-brainer. I need those mods. Need them. I need my psychic. I need my supply drop. I guess I'll keep my old wolf strike. But yeah, you have to have those. Those are a must. The other mods, on the other hand, those are arguable. Except for my
I'm not saying you gotta throw. I'm not saying you gotta throw in full sevens on it. At least put beta mods in there, man. Seriously.
Yes,
at least put beta mods in there so you can get those, those affinity bonuses.
Yeah,
at the very least. especially when you're trolling, because you get so many crits for power out when you're for trolling when you get those affinity mods or get those socket affinities. Hey, quick warning to everybody out there. All right, I don't know what his tank's name is yet. All right, but Crappy Heels has a tank, and apparently he likes to activate vault tickets while he's tanking raids. So,
does that work in combat?
We don't know yet for sure if it still works in combat or not.
All right, guys, I'm gonna go pull this boss real fast. Boom! Where'd you go? Vault.
Yeah, I just gotta run this vault real quick. I forgot to run it earlier.
Well, we're in a boss fight, man. That's awesome. All right, and then next, new league recruitment tool.
That's the worst way to do that, in Crappy. Oh my god.
Jeez. All right, so next is some new league recruitment tools coming down the pipeline. Finding and joining the right league is the absolute best thing that anyone can do in the game to the max, and we're going to make it easier to do in game. So that's pretty cool, and I'm now going to have to start working to get the Crash Core League prepared for crossplay. Really excited. Gonna start a league.
What? Oh, you're in a different league now?
Yeah, I just haven't left Remake, and it's basically I'm just there. I don't do anything with them. So, but
so basically they're there to carry you.
I don't run with them.
He's there for proficiencies.
Yeah.
You know, I never even thought about it that way. I never thought about it that way. I guess I am. I never thought of it. But now you say it, I'm like, you know what? That kind of makes sense, because that's the only logical reason, subconsciously too, that I'm there. Because other than that, people shit on me because of the shit they say. And I don't like that.
Yeah, I know.
I was going to say, I was like, considering the reputation that I've heard that league's got, that's got to be the only reason why you're still there. Is for the proficiencies.
And you know what? And honestly, the way I look at it, because every time I log in, there's like 8 other people. I don't like to be that guy just to leave a league, just like hit /leave league, and because I try to do it while I'm by myself. It's like, all right, I could sneak away and do it. And so, because I'm afraid if I just quit the league, I'm gonna get like 7 different tells, or they're just gonna talk shit about me when I leave. So I was like, I just want to do it when no one's there. Just let me have a quiet exit, because I don't need to have in my mind they're talking shit about me behind my back. I just don't need that. So
maybe you just need to do it like early in the morning or something, like before you leave work, or
yeah, if I could wake up.
What?
But you're right.
Log in and
do it just before reset. Do it just before reset.
Oh, man, that's early in the morning, dude. That's like
it's just before 7.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, I wake up at like 6:45, so I might be able to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll try and do it tomorrow morning then. Hopefully, even if one person's online, I'm okay with it. If there's like
why
2,
don't you just wait until crossplay, man? Drop that league and you can join mine.
I have my own.
You do?
The Crash.
But why
Core.
are you in this other league then? Why are you in this league then?
Well, because my alt has the league. He's the league leader, and I haven't found someone else to join the league to give them officer status so I can log on to my main and switch. It's a whole process I haven't done yet.
Wait. How many people are in this league of yours, Trex?
It's only one. It's only me. I started it just so I could get the name.
That's not a league. That's not a league. That's not a league. All right. That's a hole that you're hiding in.
It's
right?
it's the start because I'm waiting for crossplay. And when crossplay hits, I'm gonna look at all my PlayStation friends, all the players out there. It's like, hey, you guys need a home. The House of Trex is welcoming. Come on in, buddies. Come on in. I'm even redoing the website to have, I don't know why, but I'm gonna have a forums for it. The league's gonna have its own website, and yeah, I got this. February is gonna rock. Okay, it's gonna rock. Even the PC players. All right, you guys need a home. I'm here for you. All right, the House of Trex welcomes. Come on to the Crash Core. It's gonna be great. Who came up with that name? Someone in chat came up with. I think it was a Catmon that came up with that name. But yeah, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be fun. I hope it's fun. But of course, we're gonna have our friends at Meta Justice. Is that it?
Yep.
Okay, Meta Justice. We'll have friends at Meta Justice, so you can always go to them to in case. Yeah. So yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
It's gonna be fun. And the anniversary gifts. So you can. The anniversary gifts are still in your journals. If you haven't logged in yet, they will be there until January 31st. So you have the rest of the month to get it. And it's the Daybreak Games logo as a new emblem, and you're also going to have the Bombshells comic issue number 1 as a framed poster for your base. Issue 1. It's a collector's item. Get it.
Yep, got it on all of my alts. Went through them all yesterday. So it's all good.
And then DCO also had these cool fast facts that Raquel had to fix. Which that was funny. That was real funny.
Yeah. Giving her a hard time about math and shit. That was funny.
So I'm not going to really talk about all of them, but you can find them on the forums. The fast facts are pretty nice. Of course, the top 5 powers have to be the original powers that came with the game because they're free. They don't have to buy them. But I will have to say, movement modes, 50% of the population is flight.
Yep.
50.
Yep.
And you're all to blame.
Most popular movement mode in the game, and it's the most gimped.
And it's also the most exploitable.
Just saying. Exploitable. Come on. Exploitable. You get knocked out of the air so freaking easily in this game. Exploitable. They got a freaking eyeball. They have a freaking eyeball in the Wastelands duo, keeping you from flying around in it.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Fucking thing. Messes my super speed up. And then also good shout out to the PlayStation players who played way.
Yeah,
Arwen's
got a good point. 50% of the players in this game are grounded during a raid. Thank you, Arwen. Thank you. Thank you.
Terrific.
Yeah.
All right, so let's scoot over here to the crossplay name consolidation and AFQ. So Meps came onto the forums and gave us a nice little AFQ about crossplay as it's coming in.
AFQ?
FAQ. Sorry.
There you go.
So as announced, this is going to be a crossplay between PC and PlayStation. That includes PlayStation 3 and PlayStation 4. It's going to be both. Not just one. It's going to include both. We just say PlayStation because we just don't want to say 3/4. And again, it's the week of January 25th. Now.
Not the day of.
Not the day. No, it's the week.
Not the day of. Not the day of. The week of. Week of. Everybody in chat say it with me. Week of January 25th. We're not continuing the show until everybody in chat says week of January 25th.
Whoa, that's like 46 people. I don't want to set for.
Thank you, Emperor Jareth.
There's 47 people now.
Thank you, Emperor. I'm trying to see who all's paying attention.
Jareth, for the love of God, do not make a thread. Please don't make a thread about this.
Sartic, you're getting timed out again. This is what happens to people that are smart asses, Sartic. Bam! Catmon, no!
You can't type him out either because he's a mod.
Do something about that, Trex. Do something about that.
No, because then I have to remod them, and that's a whole thing. That's just...
Oh my god, slash mod and his name.
Yeah,
This guy.
I have to type. I don't want to do that.
Yeah, exactly. Gentleman almost got a good point. It's not the day of. It's like Hanukkah. It's 8 crazy nights. Right? 8 crazy nights of crossplay stuff going on.
I'm eagerly awaiting.
I'm not really sure, but it's during one of those 8 days.
Eagerly waiting for the 25th to come around, and somebody on the forums is the 25th. Where is Crossplay? It's not here. You guys lied. I'm canceling my sub.
Where's my compensation for not having
Right?
that you guys were giving for free?
Waiting for it. Eagerly awaiting for it.
You in here with 2 freaking accounts now? All right. Go back to your original one, because that one's not welcome here anymore.
Oh, mod abuse. Okay, right,
honestly, Sartik would not be the victim of so much of my ire if he had not bailed on me during that happiness home raid. Anyway, crossplay name consolidation.
Nice.
You were saying, Trex.
Yes. So just like what happened last year during the name reclaim, if there's a character name conflict, one player will keep the name and the other will be renamed. Basically, it would be like TrexRage_PC or TrexRage_PlayStation PS. The renamed character will receive a character rename token. Now, this is all based off of the last 90 days. So, oh shit, I need to log into PlayStation. No, I don't want to do that right now. I'll do it later. Because I haven't logged into Trexlight.
Save that Trexlight name.
I do. I really do. So yes. So for active characters, this is how the criteria is going to go. So for active character, a character active in the last 90 days will keep its name over a character inactive. If both characters are active or if both characters are inactive, continue to contributing character. Okay, so now we move to the next section. My God, how many Sartics is there?
He says, I could do this all day. So can we, Sartik. So can we.
Okay, so for contributing characters, okay, a character on an account that has spent money in support of the game will keep its name over a character on an account that has never contributed, aka free. If both characters have contributed or if neither account has contributed, continue to oldest character. Oldest character. The character with the earliest creation date will keep its name over a younger character. Go to hell, millennials. Go to hell.
Oh, man. Oh, man. I got told to keep that crap to myself earlier this week. It's funny.
All right,
it was really funny.
So that's how the character name is going to go. So, hopefully, no one has any character names issues. If there is, I definitely recommend going to DCUOLive.com. Go to the census and type in your name and see how many pop up, and that will give you a determination on how many other characters have this name. And it won't show you the creation date or much information regarding this, but cross your fingers, spend some money, and log in. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. So now, with Crossplay, we can invite characters from PlayStation and PC into the other servers, whatever, league. We can do cross leagues, and it's awesome. So awesome. And so sometimes there might be a league conflict. And to do this, they are going to rename them to the League PC _PC or League _PS. The leader of the renamed league will receive a league rename token. And I'm going to get into an issue in that in just a moment. So this is how they're going to do the criteria. Active league. A league with active characters in the last 90 days will keep its name over a league without any active characters over 90 days. If both leagues are... league size. A league with more than one character in the roster will keep its name over a league with only one character in its roster. Wait, hold on. I want to make sure I read this.
A league with more than one character
That's why I missed.
in the roster will keep its name over a league with only one character in its roster.
Okay, so that means that I need to have someone else in my league so I can keep it just in case.
Yeah, because I'm going to go start that Crash Core name right now.
Why?
And add like 5 alts into it. And
what a jerk. And the oldest, here we go. The oldest league with the earliest creation date will keep its name over a younger league. Mine.
But that's only if both leagues have one, or if both leagues have more than one character.
Look, this league is for the PlayStation and PC to come together. To give them a home. Why are you trying to take away that home? Why?
I'm trying to take away that home. I'm just offering them another one. Meta justice. Oldest league, the league with the earliest creation date, will keep its name over a younger league. Which my league is safe because my league name is actually a launch day league. Believe it or not.
Yeah, but I mean, people
my
have
original
to your
league.
Account. You can lose that.
Yeah, but you know what? Here's the thing though. I create a separate PSN. All right. I create a free to play tune on that account. Mm-hmm. That tune is still in the freaking Brainiac ship. Nobody is ever going to see that tune in person. Nobody's ever going to see that tune's PSN. And that tune has overall lead of my league right now.
Well, hot damn.
So whatever happens to my account, nothing's happening to my league.
Yep, that's the same with us. We did the same exact thing.
Well, hot damn.
You gotta take those measures, unfortunately, because PSN security is stupid. So
yeah,
gotta do it.
PC Master Race. Well, I say that, but we can get hacked too. It's not like we're invulnerable. It's not like AT&T is any good to stop me.
It's all right. Yeah, Brittany. Yeah, Brittany. AT&T.
That's not even my thing.
It's not even my department.
Can I get a discount on my phone? Like, I don't even work in that department. Come on.
You work for them, though. I
work in a completely different department.
Hey, it's not like you got a Verizon phone. You got the AT&T phone.
Your paycheck says AT&T on it. Hey,
I can't even get, what is it? Oh, what's that thing called? Uverse in Washington. So,
the fuck?
Jeez. Yeah, it's not available here.
And you work for them people? What the hell? Why would you want AT&T Universe? Why would you want AT&T Uverse anyways? It's garbage.
Hey,
because I get a discount.
Oh, just so you get the discount. Oh,
I get a huge discount on Uverse, like huge.
Hey, it's not like Comcast is any better, okay?
Right, I was gonna say, I was like, what do I get? Comcast, which I'm paying through the freaking, they're bleeding me dry for my internet, or I get a discount with just like everything through AT&T. I'm like, I don't know.
I'm having to move. I'm moving to a new house with my friends in February, and I'm having to get Time Warner only because they have better upload than anybody else, and I hate Time Warner. I just hate them.
See, I have Time Warner, but I dropped everything but the basic cable, and I upped my internet on it, and I actually cut my bill in half.
Jesus.
Doing that.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Yeah, the HBO and the 2 DVR boxes really adds a lot to your bill.
Sure does. All right, so let's.
So I just dropped all that. I've got HBO Now, or that HBO Go service, and I subscribe to Netflix, and I've got my Hulu. I'm good.
I'm good. Gotta catch up with that Game of Thrones, yo.
Yeah, and all I gotta do to watch Walking Dead is because I have the basic cable. I can just log into AMC's website with my Time Warner account. And I can watch Walking Dead on AMC.com.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right, so let's look at the FAQ. So, what is crossplay? Well, crossplay will allow all players on PC, PlayStation 3, and PlayStation 4 to play together as if they were on the same server. It's not a server merge, it's just a file server merge. In-game, the transition will be essentially seamless. The biggest thing you will notice is more players around. So yes, this will actually affect open world, Watchtower, Hall of Doom, all of it. You will see all these people everywhere except for Central City. Question number 2.
Because nobody goes there. Basically what he's saying, folks, if any of you guys were around for mega servers back in the day, before the game went free to play and everything like that, that's what this is. Basically,
oh my god. There are actually going to be people in the PvP phase on the PC side now. Oh man.
They're all gonna be console players.
Yep. I'm telling you, every single person on the PvP phase is gonna be a console person. I go to when I log into my PC tune, I'm always on the PvP side. There's no one over there. There's no one in open world. Nothing. Like, well, no, at least in Gotham.
Nobody hanging out in front of Little Bohemia?
I don't hang out in Metropolis. There's a few people. I've seen a few people in Metropolis. Like, the chat actually moves. But in Gotham, there's nobody there. The chat never moves. Like, nothing.
Wow.
Oh my god, it's hilarious.
So essentially, we still have a little segregation because PvE is PC and PvP is PlayStation.
No, there's a lot of people in the PvE phase too. I'm just saying that there's actually going to be people on the PvP phase.
Yeah, PlayStation.
So if you're a PC... Yeah, but if you're a PC player, now you can actually go to the PvP phase and you'll see people. There will be people there now.
Yeah, that chat says nothing but flaming.
All PC players, all right, when Crossplay comes, the week of January 25th, make sure you guys go to the PvP phase, go to Metropolis, and the Villain Rally over by the park right there in Chinatown. Go to that Villain Rally there and say hi to everybody. Mm-hmm.
That's what he does.
That's where all the kids hang out to gank each other.
All right,
and that's all it is. They're like, oh yeah, Fight Club moved over here. I'm like, oh yeah, so I go over there, and there's nothing but heroes and villains just jumping each other, just like back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. I'm like, this isn't Fight Club. This is like Slaughterhouse. Anyways.
All right. Next one. Does crossplay mean I can play my characters on PC and PlayStation? No. The accounts remain separate, and your characters remain attached to your PC and PlayStation accounts. Do my purchases transfer to another platform? No. The accounts remain separate, and your characters remain attached to PC or PlayStation. Can I transfer my characters from one platform to another? No. We do not plan to offer character transfers of any kind for business and technical reasons. PlayStation does not like to be open about these things. It's how they roll. And, security.
What was that question again?
This was, can I transfer my characters from one platform to another?
Oh, yeah, no, you can't do
that. Next one. Why must character and league names be consolidated? Well, after crossplay is implemented, the in-game experience will be essentially seamless. Characters and leagues on the opposite platform will look just like more characters in-game, so names must be unique.
I say they make it really fun. Instead of consolidating the names, they just consolidate those two leagues together.
That's another thing that I know some leagues are wanting that, because I know Justice Girls is actually adding 5 new members to their league with crossplay.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and I don't think they really have the technology to combine the leagues by themselves if they have the same name.
It would be so funny, if they did that.
Oh yeah. I can see that also being a lot of work for MEPs.
That would be hilarious. That would be so funny if they did that, though.
And Warp Dimensions, one quick question. Will we be able to trade with people on PC after the server merge? Hell yes. Yeah. Well,
yes.
As long as they're like, free premium member, yeah. Same restrictions with the with how your subscription is and everything. But yeah, you can still trade with us. You can be on the broker, all that good stuff. Let's see. Next, if my character or league is renamed, do I receive a free rename token? Yes. How will you determine if a character is active? Characters logged into the game in the last 90 days. Can we be in groups and leagues together? Yes. After Crossplay launches, groups and leagues will both be able to contain a mixture of PC, PlayStation, and PlayStation 4. Meaning that no PlayStation 3 player will have a league. Next, when crossplay launch. Sorry, PlayStation 3. No one likes you.
Well, actually, I saw Al. Al's pretty good at finding numbers and all that,
No
and
fucking kidding.
posting them up on the forums. Al was posted up a thing on the forums the other day showing how PS3 players are contributing far more money to the game through online purchases and subscriptions than PC is. So,
Yeah.
if you really think about it, maybe it's PC that's holding the game back.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Well,
that was me just going, Paul. Shots fired.
well, it is no secret that the PlayStation community keeps the game afloat with their purchases.
Yeah, we're going to talk about this here in a little bit too.
So, I mean, honestly, the PC version of DCO, it's just a port. That's all it is. We have the same restrictions as the consoles do. So, and there's been a thread on the forums asking for the quote unquote update is needed because for the past 5 years there's been the same graphics and all that, and so really you also have to look at PlayStation 3. PlayStation 3 cannot handle a graphics upload like that. At the same time, the Unreal Engine, an update to graphics that the thread was asking for, is basically bringing the game down for like a year plus. You're basically creating a brand new game because you're having to go back to the engine. It's not just updating things. That's basically wanting to rebuild what the engine had.
Yeah, when you're talking about rebuilding or updating the engine, you're talking about basically making a new game.
Yeah,
which is something that most companies usually end up doing instead. If not, then you would never have Call of Duty Advanced Warfare 2. You would not have Battlefields 3 and 4. It's like you would not have all these other games with sequel numbers after them because they would just update the engine and just throw everything out there, new maps, new guns, here you go, new game modes. That's all they would have to do. It would save them a lot of money doing that, and they'd probably end up charging us the same amount that they charge now for fucking new games. But I'll digress on that point. But yeah, it basically boils down to, if you're going to start updating the engine or making changes to the engine or anything like that, it's basically you're starting a new game. You're starting to make a new game, and that's why they can't do it with DCUO.
Yeah, and again, there are console restrictions on what can be done, and it's not just PlayStation 3. PlayStation 4, as strong as a system as it is, it's not. It's still a console. It's still a system that has one set of specs that players have to deal with. We're on PC. Of course, PC is just, we can upgrade. We have a variety of play. There's wiggle room there. With consoles, it doesn't. And honestly, even also remember that even Spittle said that this game might have launched in 2011. They were working on this since 2008 or 5.
Yeah,
or it was long. I mean, we're celebrating 5 years.
Time.
He was celebrating 10. And that's 5 years of development before launch. And so, yeah, the graphics may look a little bit outdated, but at the time when it was being developed, this is what we got. And I'm okay with it. It still looks a pretty polished game, especially on PlayStation. It looks really good. I mean, PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 3 is like night and day. And I really can't wait to see how Xbox looks. Oh, and let me say now, anyone complaining that oh my god, the Xbox can get better graphics, it's the same specs that the Xbox and PlayStation have. The same processor. The same video card. Nothing's different.
Actually, I had somebody tell me that the graphics and everything for the Xbone aren't much better than the PS3s and everything. So
What?
It's going to be a bunch of. I don't know.
Oh my god. It's insane. But yes, crossplay. Please come. Please hurry. We need fun. So much fun. I'll never have to worry about any groups ever again now. I'm so excited.
See, Warp Dimensions, you got a good point there. I mean, because it happened with Mega Servers last time. You know, all the eight we ended up seeing. Remember that, Brittany?
Mm-hmm.
All the 18 leagues that sprung up out of Mega Servers and everything like that. See, the only difference between this crossplay and Mega Servers back then is all the people on PC that are involved in the crossplay, all right, they're not going to be in the in-game chat to talk to people. Unfortunately, because the in-game chat works perfectly fine on PC. If you just adjust your settings correctly, it works perfectly fine on PC. But yeah, all those guys they use third-party chat systems and all that to talk to each other. And I guarantee you, there's not a single console player out there, unless they already have it, are going to download it just to talk to their leagues. It's going to be in-game chat works. Use it.
Yeah, during the thread when people were talking about it, one person was like, "Hey, PC guys, don't expect PlayStation players to sit there and type out stuff." And another person came from behind. It's like, "Hey, PlayStation, don't expect PC players to talk in-game voice because we use other programs." And I'm like, "Well, you guys just back and forth dickholes, aren't you?"
Yeah, I mean, and I understand that. I understand all PC players are used to using third-party systems because most PC games in-game chat sucks. But this game's, honestly, it works well. It does work well. It works just as good on PC as it does on console. I mean, you may not be able to have your own little private, settings and everything like that, or everything like, where you're able to do with Ventrilo or TeamSpeak or Mumble or whatever, but it works just as well for everybody involved. So, and
even in third-party programs, you're still going to have that one dick who's going to be eating potato chips with their mic on.
Yeah.
You're not going to escape it. You can just, in third-party programs, mute him, but you just can't do it you can't actually do it in-game. You just have to turn his voice all the way down. Yeah, you can
mute him in-game. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Turn them all the way down, or you can create your own custom voice channel.
Boom.
And just go to it.
So yeah, even in my league, I'm expecting, because I was even asked a bunch of times, like, in your league, are you going to do Discord or are you going to do in-game voice? I'm like, you know what? I'm going to promote the hell. People get Discord, join us. You could possibly even join the show, but I'll have Discord there for the community. But in league, in game, I'll be relying on the in-game voice. But if I get a group together through Discord, I'll use Discord, or I'll just tell people to go into in-game voice. So we'll use either or. We have options.
Vagenda, I'm not sure when the last time was you may have tried to use the DCO's in-game chat and everything, but ever since it's been a while actually.
She used it Monday.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, we used it Monday.
I will, take the vast majority of your voice settings, all right, and turn them all the way down, and then only give them about 10% on each. All right, and I guarantee you're going to have a much more enjoyable experience with the in-game chat.
Yeah, in-game voice is just, with the options, it really is just, you have to play with it more than what you do with third-party programs. With most third-party programs, you really don't even really have to touch it. The only thing I ever touch is I leave the settings alone and just play around with my Windows microphone. I just go into the Windows settings and just mess with the microphone, the volume there.
Yeah.
But in-game is definitely, you're going to have to play with it a little bit more, get testing done. And most of the time, I just turn things down or I turn people up. I just go back and forth. So, but I mean, you have to play with it a little bit. And hopefully you get with people that actually will wait and check it out. But to all my PC players, if you're wanting to random queue, you will get PlayStation players. So if you don't use the in-game voice, don't really start yelling at them because they're actually communicating and you're just not. So that's really it. But yeah, and that's the thing is, like, I've been preparing for crossplay since half the year last year, so I've been playing around with the in-game voice, trying to get people to use it a little bit more, to get accustomed to it. And I was actually really shocked on how many people actually played with it in random queues. I could not remember the last time I ever saw that. So it is better. It's a lot better. But don't worry, we still have Discord just in case. And I know some places players who have a computer. So it works. It works. But I think that's it, unless we missed something to talk about.
Forums. I'm not sure how many people in this chat listen to the show.
Well,
sorry, I don't mean to sound condescending.
No,
I don't mean to sound condescending by saying this. I'm not sure how many of you guys use the forums and actively post on them. But I wish you guys, especially if you guys have any interest at all in PvP, if you're not interested in the competitive side of it, but you are interested, you've enjoyed PvP in the past. Granted, yeah, right now, currently on live, it's all messed up. But if you guys have opinions and things that you would like to say about PvP, things that you would like to see changed in PvP, please, for the love of all that is holy and unholy and merciful in this universe, please post in the PvP sections. Test some stuff out on tests with PvP. Post your feedback in the forums, because right now, I'm sorry, this may sound accusatory, but right now there are, and I'm pretty sure Brittany's going to agree with me on this, there's like 11 people who are completely overrunning everybody else and steering the direction of the conversation of PvP changes right now on the forums. And I promise you, those 11 people are only interested in making the changes that are beneficial for themselves and not the entire community. No. Stop that. Anybody who PvPs, I don't care who they are, have a right to voice their opinions about what they'd like to see in PvP.
I have my hand on the erase PvP
problem right there.
That right there, is the issue. That's what's driving people and driving the conversation of PvP in the wrong direction, is by telling people they don't have a right to voice their opinions simply because they don't PvP at the same level or as much, or they don't get on test every night and scrim with their buddies, for 7 hours a night. All right, that's the problem right there.
PvP needs to cater to everybody, not just a niche. Everybody wants PvP to have to be more popular and to become more popular, you need more people to PvP. PvP isn't going to survive with having a small group on PS and a very, very small group on PC PvPing. It needs to be accessible to everybody, but also have that competitive element to it if you want to go that route. But you can't push everybody out of PvPing and just make it about a small group of people. It's not going to survive. And basically what they're doing is they're ruining the chance that we can get to fix PvP. That's what's going on.
Yeah.
By throwing insults, by not having an open mind.
Condescending.
Right.
Well, you don't PvP as much. You don't do fives.
They're basically taking us 2 steps backwards instead of taking us forward. I don't think anybody here wants to see PvP ruined even further, or just the communication between the players and the developers cut off. And I feel like that's the direction that it's going to go if people keep doing this. And it's like, people just need to understand, put your egos aside, we're all here for the same cause, which is to fix PvP. I think that's what everybody wants at the core.
Yeah.
Is to fix PvP. I want it playable again. I want to have fun. I want to spend hours upon hours PvPing. What I don't want is to want to punch a hole in my wall because PvP is so freaking frustrating.
Or boring.
I don't think anybody wants that. We all want the same thing. So it's sad.
Right now we can right now we can say, all right, on test, one shots are fixed. The one shots are fixed. So whenever those changes that are currently on test get on the live, we're not going to be seeing any more of the one shots. Like we read in the test notes earlier and all that, those changes are going to be applying to open world as well. So one shots are going to be fixed, but there's other things involved. Like right now, there's maybe one weapon there's only one weapon that is the best weapon to use in arenas. And I'm pretty sure we're all sick of that. Dark Horse is a prime example. Dark Horse, he picks a weapon for his tune, and he sticks with that same weapon. No matter what content he's running, no matter what role he is running, he sticks with that one weapon. All right? Uploaded a video earlier today. I watched it. He's in there using rifle with gadgets. I'm like, shit hot, buddy. But you know what? In a scrimmage match, rifle is going to be completely pointless and useless, and it's going to be a very ineffective weapon simply because of the way the rifle is and the way these other weapons are. And, you know what? I'm going to tell you straight up. Some of the best PvPers in this game I have known were PvEers. You don't believe me? Look at all the guys that were in One Piece back in the day. All those guys came from PvP and then started PvPing.
Hold on. I'm losing it right now.
What?
This SJ comes in. The Pelicast is full of 3 people who don't PvP. Let me tell you right now, PvP wouldn't be as prominent without these two, without Soups or Brittany, and even a handful of other players as well. I don't care about PvP. I've stated many times before. Hell, I want to delete it because this is causing too much ego, bad blood, hostility, and it's just getting outrageous. And I don't even go to that section because I don't want to even see it. I don't even want to know about it. But
anybody out there doesn't think that me or Brittany PvP at all. All right, first of all, I'm going to tell you guys straight up. All right, the FNL Friday Night Legends tours, the Legends tourneys that were going on, would not have happened unless it had been me putting on tournaments for y'all.
What do you mean? Right? They've been for a year and a half?
Because PvP's been broken for a year and a half.
It sucks, man. What do you expect?
You're not going to play something if it sucks.
I'm not going to go in and queue up for an arena match or accept a scrimmage from some rage spamming punk who's going to post a video up and say, "Oh look, FP fucked. He's fired with all those skill points." But you rage spam the crap out of me. What's the point in that? What's the point in that, dude? Seriously.
Yep, we're badass because we don't sit there and 1v1 all day.
That crap right there, that's kill fucking PvP. Is all the freaking the exploiters, the people going after the glitches and exploits and the dirty tricks and everything with like rage spamming, nature dog, the hard light crap, spamming hard light up in the air. And everything. You people don't think I know what the hell I'm talking about? I do. I see it every day. I talk to people who tell me about it every day.
Oh, the funniest thing is these guys coming here. How many of them are actually on testing this stuff to make PvP better?
This cracks me up, man.
10
people just joined the stream just to talk shit.
I know.
It's what they do. And this is why I definitely just stay away from PvP. Because it just doesn't matter.
Egos everywhere.
I'm sitting here not advocating for one thing or the other. All I'm advocating is for people to be heard. And you guys are coming in here and you're trying to shit all over that. You are the problem with PvP. You guys coming in here and talking shit are the ones that are the problem with PvP.
And that's what I said, Yaya. A very small portion of you guys are actually on test.
You sarcastic son of a bitch.
Cap,
the ones that are talking shit,
Cap, it's your fault.
Aren't on test.
It's your fault.
Because
CCs were broken.
Yes,
I'm sorry.
Were broken, SJ. The breakouts were broken, man. Everybody doing that one hand in the pulse beam. That shit was broken, dude. That's not QQing. That's pointing out an issue with the game. And you know what? They fixed them after that. Oh my God! Some of you guys haven't even been playing for the past year and a half. I don't know what the hell you guys, what you're talking about.
But it doesn't matter. It's a one-sided story, as always. People forget about the actual facts and just make up stupid crap and just spew it. Oh, that's why I love this community so much. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Sorry, Jared. You guys can't. This is a very, spam big scoop, dude. I would get if I got big scoop off on you. You deserve to get hit by it.
Okay, that's true. that's.
How could you spam big scoop? Like, this is why I know this guy has no idea what he's talking about.
Exactly, dude. Oh my
you spam
God,
big
man.
scoop. Did you play against a bunch of people who had no thumbs that allowed you to spam big scoop?
Nobody knew about the big scoop until I hit freaking Sava with it and posted that video. Nobody knew about the big scoop until it was me. All right, and I'm telling you straight up right now, there is no way you can spam big scoop. All right, there is no way you can spam it. Oh my God, seriously.
QQing about CCs. Clearly, you have not played the same game that I have played for 5 years. That is why I know you're full of shit.
I know you're not.
Apparently, I have no thumbs. Yep, you are so right. Man.
But for those people who out there who do not have thumbs, we respect your life decision and sorry about any medical problems that you've had without no thumbs. We are not discriminating. So yes. So there is a couple of threads, I think, from Maps on the PvP forums, I believe, that, yeah, everyone needs to go voice their opinion. Even I'm going to voice my opinion. Probably. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. My voice is...
Step into our world, Trex.
No.
I dare you.
No, I listened to this world for like the past couple of minutes. I ain't doing it. There ain't no way. There's no way. Because I'm still, my hand's on the button to erase PvP. It's just there. I'm ready to press it. I'm ready.
See, this is what I'm talking about. Like, people don't want to fix PvP. If they wanted to fix PvP, they would sit there and cry about this stuff, but they don't want it fixed. Like, what?
Oh my God, this SJ dude. SJ, do you realize that one of the tournaments that I ran, all right, was 4v4s and it was bare bones, all right? And people enjoyed that. People loved the shit out of bare bones. And guess what? I was PvPing before utility belts. So was Brittany. So were a lot of the people.
I got carried by Pulse Device and E-Burst. How can you carry somebody in a fours match? That's what I want to know.
No, he's talking about the consumables.
But that's what I'm saying. We mostly played fours then. How did I get carried in fours?
I'll come back to PvP when I get the moon back.
You're never getting that rock back. That rock was too easy to glitch, unfortunately.
Well,
it's unfortunate. I do miss the rock sometimes.
Well, as someone who never glitched, I hate you people who glitched it because you ruined my favorite map. So boom.
You ruined my favorite team deathmatch map.
Team deathmatch.
Now we got that damn node in the middle. Can't have TDM with a node in the middle. Come on.
So more PvP stuff is coming down the pipeline to get looked at, to get fixed. Not really sure when they're actually going to release the PvP update. Hopefully we may hear something next month. A little bit more, hopefully. Cross our fingers. So as a recap, Crossplay is coming out the week of January 25th. DCUO is coming to Xbox One this spring. Can't wait to see the new players come out there for a new console. And
15-minute matches, man. They go to the time limit. I got carried. Totally.
Yeah.
Don't talk shit.
See, and that's the thing. That's the thing.
You got me.
That's how scrimmage matches are going right now on the test server. Right? They're going down to the line. They're going down to the last 15 minutes on, 1 or 2 kills. And everything. I mean, and that shit is so boring, man. I remember hosting the first Olympus Games and running those matches, the finals matches on FNL with Spittle, and it was like he was running out of shit to say, running out of shit to talk about during those matches because they were going 15 fucking minutes every single match, and it's just.
Well, it's funny because I was watching Balkan's stream the other day, and he did like a random fours match, and it was a really good comeback. Like
it was like a comeback. I like that.
I was like, wow, but that was fun to watch. I mean, I don't really care for fives much anymore. Like fours is just like the right number to me. Like those matches were always a lot of fun to play. Yeah, I don't know why, but I just prefer for competitive. I would like to go back to fours. But
honestly, with the damage tone down the way it is right now, if they're looking into bringing RPS back, fours may be the way to go for competitive PvP from now on, in my opinion. Depending on how much damage is being done when RPS comes back. That's going to determine it right there.
Yeah. So please go to the forums, voice your concerns about PvP, all that good stuff. Get your voice heard, and
SJXZZ. I'm going to tell you something right now. Everybody who's talking to those guys that are coming back, and you know what? They agree with pretty much most of everything that I have said tonight. All right? So stick that in your head, roll it around a little bit, get the gerbils working and all that, and think about it. All right? These are seasoned, old-school vet PvPers coming back, wanting the game back to the way it was before Update 13 even.
Did you do that on test area or on live? I preferred fours. They were just way more fun.
Yeah, fours were more fun because, I mean, they were quicker. They were quicker matches.
Yeah.
And they were a lot more fast-paced.
Yeah, even if they did go to the time limit, at least it wasn't like a 50-50 match or a tie or something like that. See, I like how this guy says I'm washed up, but he seems to know everything about me.
And bam.
In-game name. Oh, you didn't bam, did you?
Yeah.
I want his in-game name.
Of course he's not going to give his in-game name. He's a keyboard warrior.
He can whisper it to you.
If he's got balls, he'll give me that in-game name right now. Whisper it to me, buddy.
Come on, you know he won't.
All right.
Oh, that's good. You guys tested fours? Cool.
Let's end the show. So, as usual, we're going to switch it over to...
That is promising.
Where are you? Shameless Plug.
Old fours without RPS. Oh, I hope the RPS system comes back. Fingers crossed. Okay, sorry, Shameless Plug.
Oh, boom. So
Hey, Lee, if you're still here, you're doo-doo. Go ahead, Trex.
leave Lee alone for now. You can find us over our social media, over on Facebook and Twitter. Just type in DCUO Sourcecast, or just type in Sourcecast. You'll be able to find us. Find us all the VODs over on youtube.com/Trexlight in the Sourcecast playlist. It will link you to Super Patriot's channel as well, because he hosted a few episodes. You can find all of the MP3s over on iTunes and over at Trexlight.com. And if you guys have a suggestion or a question, be sure to email us at dcuosourcecast@gmail.com. Soups, where can we find you?
Typing on his keyboard.
Hold on a second.
He can't talk and type.
You can, I was talking. Yeah, I mean, because then I start talking. Then I start typing what I'm saying. You can, of course, find me at youtube.com/thedaddy'shouse. I am also on facebook.com/thedaddy'shouse. You can find me on the Twitter at the Daddy's House there. And you can find me streaming here on twitch.tv/daddy'shouse. I actually streamed quite a bit yesterday.
I know.
And it was working well for me.
What was it called?
It was working well for me.
Something about Nam?
Oh, yeah, my non-flashbacks while I was playing Battlefield. You know, because I'm so old. You know? I play Battlefield 4 just so I can have non-flashbacks.
You know, I do have
even
it
though I
free
wasn't
on my
born,
Xbox.
even though I wasn't born while the whole Vietnam War was still going on, but that's okay. But yeah, J2K, he stopped by. I mean, he was in the chat for quite a bit with me yesterday. It was kind of cool. And you know what? The whole time I was playing Battlefield 4, we talked about DCUO.
That's how it happens. Hey, I'm playing Game of Thrones. What about DCUO? God damn it, I'm playing Game of Thrones.
Yeah, that would be actually, yeah. According to some people, you know, Game of Thrones would be. I'd be flashing back to Game of Thrones, medieval times and shit, whatever. Brittany, where can we find you?
You can find me on YouTube /Brittany, on Twitter / or at PinkRange_206, and on Twitch at Brittany_Trex. Where can we find you?
You can find me on Facebook.com/Trexlight, over my YouTube channel at YouTube.com/Trexlight, on the Twitchers at This Is Trex, and be sure to follow here on my channel over here on Twitch, twitch.tv/Trexlight. Excuse me. Wait, who banned Cham? What the hell was that?
I don't know.
I did. Get right, Cam. He asked did I miss the giveaway. Yes, he missed the giveaway.
Oh, he come in asking about a giveaway?
Yeah, so I banned him.
Oh, sir.
Douchebag.
Come in at the end of the stream asking about a giveaway. Sir. No.
I feel like Lee put him up to it.
Probably.
I got some abusive mods, I tell you what. Too funny. All right, so we will see you guys next week, and for the DCO Sourcecast, right here at twitch.tv/Trexlight at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. What we're going to talk about, have no clue. We're going to see what the week brings. We're going to stop banning Cham. Oh, Led McDick. Yeah, ban him. Yeah, I can see that. Yeah.
Crappy Heels wants to know who's streaming after this so he knows who to swat.
Well, not me.
Crappy was streaming.
Yeah. That's not. Yeah, Crappy, you stream, and we're gonna go over to your place and give you hell, and we're gonna tell you to fix PvP. That's what you need to do. No, tonight I'm done. I'm done with my stream. I'm done. I have to focus on editing the podcast tonight, because I have big things this weekend I gotta finish up. So, yeah. PCs do not suck. PC is the master ratio. Yeah.
PC's holding the game back.
Stop it.
outpost of the numbers. You guys aren't paying enough.
No, we are not. That's no. We probably never will. So
I mean, the vast majority of the guys that are posting about PvP right now on the forums are not subscribed to the game, and haven't been for over a year. So
there you go. But no, tomorrow night
yeah, they want us to pay for the fixes.
But for tomorrow night, for the Saturday night, I will be streaming. I will be raiding. I think I may grab Ticken and do Happiness Home for the first time because she's been on me about it for the past week. So, but yeah, it's gonna be fun this weekend. Lots of raiding, yay! And also, selfless shameless plug. Go to my YouTube channel. The 5th year anniversary announcement machinima video is out. I did that. It took me like 24 hours to do. Lots of writing, and thank you to Justice Girls, Captain Unahana, Mermaid, and Aquata Siren. Thank you guys so much for your help for the video. Yeah, I did voices. It was cool. Did you guys watch it? The silence is deafening.
No, not yet. I saw your video. I haven't seen it yet, though. I mean, like, I saw you post it.
Yeah.
But I haven't watched it yet.
I like the Taylor Swift joke. I
tweeted it or something.
I think the Taylor Swift joke is probably my favorite. But yeah, all right. We'll see you guys next week. Go out to the forums, voice your opinion, and everyone have fun in game. Crossplay countdown. Week of January 25th. Less than 2 weeks away. Let's do it. Let's be prepared. Later, guys.
Bye.